morning, Ma'am Hunting.
Morning.
How are you?
Good.
You got a lot done without me yesterday.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
You got all the topsoil stripped. You got, what, 14, 15 loads of dirt hauled?
I didn't.
You working on a race?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You're doing good. All right, guys, we had a little bit of a camera issue this morning. We do have video of hauling all these, but we have absolutely no audio to go with it. But luckily we caught that before we got too far into this.
Yeah.
And then the second time I recorded this clip, somebody forgot to hit the record button. So the first time we're blaming it on GoPro.
Second time we're blaming it on you.
You're so nice this morning.
I am.
So nice.
So we're on take 5. I like take 5.
I'll tell you what, usually we don't have too many issues with this little camera, but this morning it's been a little bit of pain in the butt.
Yeah, it has.
I love you guys to death, but you're about ready to go in the truck and you can go on timeout.
Yeah. So for the 5th time, explain what we're doing here.
I done forgot. All right, so this is where we need the blooper reel. All right, so if you guys missed it yesterday, we come in here and took out a handful of trees, took out a telephone pole, took out some concrete. And Aaron come in yesterday afternoon, stripped all the topsoil, saved what we could. It's not the best stuff, but it's better than nothing. It's all we got. But with all that being done, I think you can kind of tell now how this kind of slopes down and then it kind of slopes back up. And there used to be a trailer here before, and the problem they had is in a hard rain, we're kind of in the bottom of a valley, like it wouldn't flood enough to get in the trailer, but water would run underneath it. So we're wanting to build this up approximately 4 feet to alleviate the flooding, and then I'll also allow them to gravity feed the septic from the house to the bed, which is going to be over there, which will make it a lot cheaper, less moving parts system, right?
Yes.
So anyways, we got 12, 13 loads hauled this morning.
Yeah.
All is going pretty good. Our crossing is holding up well. Probably need to get about another, I don't know, we say 25, 30 loads over here. Get our first layer down. We'll take the dozer, buzz it off, compact it, and then maybe see where we're at. So yeah, we got our borrow pit set up over there, and the dirt's actually pretty good.
Yeah, really good dirt.
Yeah, it is really good dirt. You ready to do this?
I think I'm ready to do this, but the one thing you got rid of, the number one thing you got rid of yesterday that ain't here no more, are them ground bees.
Oh yes.
Whatever they were.
Yeah, and we survived without it getting attacked.
Without getting stung, so.
Yes, this is true. There was a pile of, it was like a pine tree that was up there.
Yeah.
I don't know, they were loaded in there for sure,
Yeah,
so.
there was hundreds of them.
All right, we're off to the races.
Hey, I did get another rubber duck out of all that.
I did see that.
Did you see my rubber duck?
I did.
I got 2 rubber ducks now.
You know in those foreign countries where those guys drive around those little hoopty trucks, all that stuff on the dash, that's what Bubba Dub's starting to look like.
Well, my basketball won't stay on the dash, so it's on the floor.
Yeah, I know, rolling around your feet where you can't get to the brake. Our crossing is holding up remarkably well. Hopefully it'll hold up throughout, but so far so good. I'll kind of show you what our plan is on our borrow pit over here. So these first handful of loads that come out of here this morning actually come off this bottom area right there where Aaron's at now. And then we're gonna start in on this bench up here, dig down through here. This is actually an old little pond right here. This is actually an old pond dam, but there's no water in it. It's all filled in with sediment off the hill. So we're hoping, there's not a whole lot of topsoil here. So we're hoping just maybe we can get a little bit of dirt out of that pond that'll work as topsoil, and we'll load out later. So, okay, let's get them loaded. gonna hop on the dozer real quick, just kind of clean this up and get it contoured in, because eventually that's gonna be our haul road in. I don't want to get too far back, and it's just that much farther I have to push that dirt. So I got that little bit of dirt pushed up down there, but more importantly, I kind of got that contoured where I can see what elevation I need. I can't get too deep. I need to get all the dirt I can. We got to transition into this hill at some point, some way, shape, or form. So it at least gives us a good reference point of where we need to be, so we can carry on down through our bench here. So loading out. I'm not sure what load this is. It's probably getting close to load number 20 if I had to guess.
I know I hit I know I hit the record button, and I even checked to make sure the sound was going through. The sound was going through. I don't know what happened. We'll have to check.
Camera's not been our friend.
No, you want me to just go ahead and pitch it in with this load?
Not a bad idea. You just might have about 100,000 people go looking for you.
I'll give them the address where it's buried.
You gotta post the first half of the video before we bury it though, so we know where it's at.
Oh yeah, I guess I need to pull the SIM card out before I throw it in there. SIM card's good, it's just a camera.
Kinda wishing I had my big bucket.
Oh yeah. We'd be moving along pretty good if you had it.
This is the first time we've like just straight loaded dirt with this machine. It is way faster.
Yeah.
Any idea how many loads that is?
24, so that's 25.
I lost track, so it's all you now. All right, we're gonna haul probably another 3 or 4 more loads, and then
16, 24, 25.
so how many more do we need to finish this out? 8?
This roll, 7 more.
All right, so we're gonna finish out this row, which will make 4 rows of 8 over there. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves because we need to take the dozer over there and level everything off and run the compactor on it. It is going to have a house on top of it, so I'm going to make sure we get good compaction and kind of maybe just give us a reference of where we're at and how many more loads we need. Make sure our pad's big enough and most importantly high enough. So I'm gonna load this one out. We're gonna hop on the dozer, push up our crumbs here before we get too far ahead of ourselves. And then I guess 6 more, because this will make 7. Quick, crumb this up, and then get those last few loads out of there, and then we'll truck over and do our thing. this one thrown on, walk the dozer over there. See what we got, see how close we are. I'd say best case scenario, this is gonna get us halfway, but we'll let the laser make that determination. There it is, folks. Last scoop, round one. There you go. Well, man, behind the scenes, that's what 32 loads of dirt looks like, bud.
Yeah.
How far do you think 32 loads are going to go?
Not as far as I'd like them to go.
Amen to that.
Back to hauling.
All right, well, before we go back to hauling, we need to get these leveled and compacted.
Yes.
And then that should give us a pretty good idea of how many more loads. I think we're probably going to need at least another 32 loads is my guess. You're thinking less?
No. I'm thinking it's going to be probably every bit of 30 loads.
Yeah. All right, well, let me go fire up the little pushy machine and let's get these pushed off, and then you can fire up the little compacting machine and get them compacted, and then away we go.
Oh, visitors again.
Wouldn't you love to have a job where you can wear those shorts?
Yes, yes. Hey, I'm gonna step my game up. I can tell you that.
Job like that?
I'm working well.
Why do you guys have multiple piles of dirt here? I'm intrigued.
Well, that's gonna be a flat pad here lately. You just gotta wait for the magic to happen.
Yeah.
Magic. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the magic's
Driving
coming.
by, I said, "He is video."
Well,
I know who that is.
the joke was whenever you pulled in, that you're about the 7th person today that's pulled in. Want to know who the idiots are videotaping?
So you pulling the dirt from off the back there?
Yep.
Found any spoons?
Well, I found one in the mail. Somebody sent us one to replace one. Yeah.
What did you find?
So, somebody sent a spoon and a piece of tie wire, so I can put a spoon back.
The
on
last
it.
spoon we found, we tied to the exhaust of the dozer, and then it fell off. So,
That was a good job.
did you come to help?
I came to get a sign and go paint some more. And
Oh.
put in thresholds. I got some thresholds to install.
Yeah, sure he does.
That's a fancy way of saying no. I did not.
I didn't know it was fancy, but no, I didn't come to help.
this edge off right here. That way Aaron gets the hole in this next round of dirt. He ain't got a big lip. He's got to jump up and down. He's got just a little bit of a ramp or a transition here. Make it a little easier on him and the truck. Well, folks, it is coming together. Just trying to get down here and eyeball it a little bit. I think we're probably still a little bit high on this end, and we need to come towards me a little bit farther. But we got a pretty good little base started for sure. It's actually relatively flat, so that's kind of nice. But man, this material is packing good. It's packing real nice. Obviously, bumping down for the flotation tires isn't going to pack it as good as what it would have with the conventional tires before, but it's still better than nothing. So between the compactor running across this and then another round of dirt being hauled in here, we should have some pretty good compaction on it. So while Aaron finishes up that, I'm gonna go ahead over and we're gonna get another bench cut in up there above, and we're gonna hammer down, try to get 7 more loads hauled. Bench down here we dug out this morning. We're working on this bench here, which I don't believe is going to be enough dirt. I think once we get done with that, we're going to jump up here on top and start digging out this little dam right here. This is that little pond I was telling you guys about. It is completely filled in. I'm assuming over the years it's just silted in with everything coming down over the hill, but I think this third bench going across here is probably going to give us enough dirt to do what we need to do. And I don't know, we might reach up and kind of dig this all at once. We may just even hold tight on putting this bench in, kind of sloping that down. As I'm assuming that is probably, I can still see water in it, that's probably really wet. But that may actually work good for topsoil to cover all this back up, because we do not have much topsoil in here at all to cover this all back up. It's just I don't know if it's gone for whatever they built this little pond, or if it's just washed off the hill over the years. But yeah, we are down to minimal topsoil here, so whatever we can maybe save out of that pond will definitely be in our advantage. Well, I am going to see if I can get a small bench in right here, because at some point we're probably going to end up digging some of this knoll off right here. After we get enough dirt for the house, we're going to pre-haul some dirt for the septic. So even though we probably need about another 30 loads for the house, we're probably going to need another 10 or 15 for the future septic. So while Aaron's compacting, let's work ahead. there you have it, guys. Got another bench cut in there. That's what we call a bench, in case you guys are wondering. All we're doing is making a flat spot on a hillside. You can just imagine, you don't even have to run a piece of machinery for a living. Imagine how much nicer it is to sit on flat ground and try to dig and get a flat bottom ditch versus sitting on a hillside. It's a lot easier on the machine, a lot easier on the operator, just a lot easier on everything, I guess, except for the dozer that has to make the bench. I don't know. But a little closer look at our used to be pond here. It's still wet and gooey out in there. This never was. I'm assuming this is probably a little watering hole for the cattle at one point. It is completely silted in, so as soon as we get back into that wet spot or that wet mud, hopefully we can use that for some topsoil later. Aaron stripped what little bit of topsoil we had yesterday, but it is just not much at all. So we're going to finish digging this bench back, then we're going to jump up there and do that one. I'd like to get in there 25-30 loads out of here yet today. I'm not sure if we'll make it or not. We're kind of running close on time, but we're going to throw you guys up on time lapse, and that way you can watch us hammer down, baby. Well, guys, your time lapse did not last very long. It is extremely hot outside, 105 degrees. The GoPros are not a big fan of the heat, at least that hot, so I had you sitting in the sun, not in the shade. That's my fault. And you died on me. So we did get, I think, 13 loads hauled. And our pipe showed up, so we're gonna try to get our pipe unloaded. I got this really fancy pipe unload attachment that I custom built in the woods up there while I was waiting on Aaron a while ago. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna find out together. Are you clear over there if I lift up?
Yeah, go ahead. See if you can do it.
Come on now.
That was a well-engineered tree there you got.
That might be the fastest attachment I've ever built.
Yeah, can't do no welding on that one. Well, hopefully we're done with our jib pole now.
Well, man, behind the scenes, the camera issue, a few other issues we had, and the temperature being hot is what it is.
Yeah.
I'd say all in all, that's a pretty successful day.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
And it is time to call it a wrap before something else goes wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You want to give them a weather report about how hot it is right now?
I ain't wearing a black shirt on another day like this. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, no, you're not a man like me. I wear them every day, but.
Well, yeah, and you're always in the AC cab.
Oh,
Now
yeah,
it's like being out of the AC cab.
Yeah. We'll let them comment down below about how
let's let them comment down
who's
below.
doing what. So you're usually welding in an AC shop.
Okay, well.
Okay,
I tell you what, sitting in an AC cab like you always do felt pretty good, but when I was on the roller, it got a little hot.
Well, the good news is, starting tomorrow, it's supposed to start cooling off. All of our pipes showed up. That was a little bit unexpected, but our unloading method worked quite well.
Yeah, it did.
Surprisingly well, actually. But yeah, I got a small little meeting in the morning I got to make. Aaron's going to come down here first thing, get those piles busted off. And whenever I get here, we'll probably set the laser up, see how close we are. And if the weather's cooperating, we might try to throw those pipes in real quick. Get that knocked out because we need to get some dirt hauled over top of those. But we're going to play that by ear.
Yeah.
It's hot. Let's get out of here.
All right.
I'll see you in the morning.
Sounds good.
If your travels take you through southern Indiana or just looking for a unique destination, everybody is always welcome here at the world famous Derby Market and the home headquarters of the Dirt Perfect operation. No guarantees you'll catch Aaron or myself, but feel free to take all the pictures you like. Just for obvious reasons, please don't climb on or in any of the equipment. And most importantly, please tag us on all the social platforms, including the Derby Market. Before you head out, take a quick trip inside, look around, and locate the Dirt Perfect Visitors Map. Be sure you pin the location you traveled from and enter the Dirt Perfect Visitors drawing for a chance to win some Dirt Perfect merch. As always, guys, thank you for watching and supporting this channel. It means the world, and we shall catch you on the next one.